Here we go. Hello. Hello. All right. Hopefully we will have some people joining in just a second. I know I'm a few minutes late. For some reason, my live stream wasn't working. And so I was like, all right, I mean, if that's what's going on, then that's what's going on. I guess maybe it wasn't meant to be today, but it is working now. So hopefully we'll have some people jumping on. We do have a little bit of time here. I wanted to start a little bit early today, just so that we could kind of get into the flow a little bit. I'm going to lead you guys through sort of a guided energy clearing meditation before we hop into the mass meditation. And so that's just going to kind of get us all into that flow, into that state, into that open state. And I'm going to go right from the guided energy clearing meditation right into the mass meditation. And so we're going to give everyone a few minutes to hop on here. Oh, so happy that worked. You know, we have to go with the flow of whatever happens. So I was ready to, I don't know. I'll be honest. I was a little bit frustrated, but it all works out in perfect timing. Hello, Michelle. Hi. Happy solstice. Hi, Monica. Hi, Tommy. Yay. Yes, we're all here. I see the starting to fill up a little bit here. I did actually now figure out how I could have probably scheduled this. I think you're supposed to schedule them a different way than I was trying. So next time we have it scheduled live, I should hopefully be able to get that going ahead of time for people. But everyone who's meant to be here will be here. Everybody who is not able to be present for the live, it will be uploaded and recorded, so you can hop on and check it out anytime. You can go through the meditation at any time as well. We're doing it at the exact moment of the exact conjunction, but it's throughout the day, throughout the next couple days, really. I mean, we felt this portal opening really around the 19th and being fully open yesterday. And it's really going to be open through at least the 22nd, I feel. So there's plenty of time to do this meditation, and anything that we can do, you can do at any time you want. It's not like time is an illusion, right? And so we don't have to necessarily do it right on the day of. We can do it, like I said, anytime we want. Who else is jumping on? Hi, Amy. Hi, Martin. Hello, Lori. Happy solstice to you guys. Yes, this is such a powerful time and a powerful day that we have this great conjunction happening on the solstice. We're going to be tapping into the solar flares, that really magnificent energy that's coming down. And I mean, as I was sort of going through the meditation, before I started the live, I could feel the energies, and they're just electric right now. And so it's going to be really fun, all of us tapping into that together. I'm really looking forward to doing that. And so for everyone who is just hopping on now, I'll go over again real quick how this is going to work. I'm going to lead you guys through, hold on, I have to clear out all my YouTube troubleshooting stuff that I was looking at a minute ago. I'm going to lead you guys through an energy clearing meditation, and then I'm going to lead you right into the mass meditation from there. And then after that, we're going to sit in the energy for a little bit. I'm going to put on a little recording with a little bit of music, and we're just going to continue to visualize and be in the energy. And then we're going to come out of that, and we'll just see where the live goes, where the flow goes from there. All right. What time are we at now? We are at 1:09. So we got a couple more minutes to say our hellos and to give people more time to join. Yes. Just sinking into the energy, becoming really present in the moments, really connecting with each other and the energy. The last time that we did a meditation like this together was actually on my original sister channel that I started with my friend Kayla, Intuitive Insights. And so we did one for the 444 portal. And it was really beautiful and really powerful. Just the energy of all of us connecting together and then connecting to the larger energy as well. And we are going to be calling in the violet flame to protect our energy field. We always want to protect and clear our energy fields when we're working with mass meditations, because we're connecting to so much energy. And it's really beautiful and really powerful, but we want to make sure that we stay protected. But it is so impactful when so many people come together and join together with a specific intent. And so I really like, there are people that tend to caution against mass meditation because there's so much energy connected. But I think that it's really important and it's really powerful. And so it's just all about how we protect our energy. And so we will go through at the end and cleanse and clear our energy and bring the violet flame down through our energy systems to make sure that that we're not carrying anything that we don't want to carry. But I think it's going to be really beautiful and really powerful. Hello, Wen. Hi, nice to see you. Yes, all right. Whew, how's everyone feeling about the energies today? How is everyone experiencing them so far? Yes, electric, exactly. And that is exactly the visual that I got. We're working with a column of light, but I saw it, and I saw it when I was doing the pre-meditation as like a lightning bolt almost. So like that electric energy is very much like I'm feeling that very, very much today. Hello, Orly. Oh, it's so wonderful to see you on here. Yes. All right. Got a few more minutes here. Yeah, so it was really powerful when we did that for the 444 portal. And so as all of these portals are so connected and the energies have been so connected between all of these conjunctions, I mean, the 444 portal was on the conjunction of Jupiter and Pluto, the first of the 3 conjunctions. And now we're following that up and ending this year with the Saturn and Jupiter conjunction. And so, of course, we started the year with the Pluto and Saturn conjunction. And so it's just the ways that all of these planets help to open up these gateways and these portals for us to work with and really concentrate that energy. It's really exciting. So hopefully we will feel something similar to that 444 portal. That was a really, really powerful, really beautiful experience. And it's just, we're continuing. It's these energies began and they're these cycles that we are continuing to, it's like a deepening and a deepening. So today is like a real grounding in of all of the activations that we have been receiving. And so you may experience that as well. And I want to say that as we're going into this meditation, like, don't feel like you have to stick to the visuals that I'm describing. All right. If you start going your own way with it, just go whatever way you're going with it. Really allow yourself to be the conscious co-creator and the participant in the meditation, and allow your energy to go wherever it's being taken. Whatever it is that you're seeing, whatever it is that you're feeling, just go with that. And I know that some people aren't very good at visuals and they get kind of tripped up in a guided meditation when they're being asked to visualize things. So don't even worry so much about the visual. Just connect with the energy. Just feel the energy as we go through, and then we open it up to visualize the age of Aquarius, this golden age, this new earth, this new era of humanity. If you can't visualize, if you feel yourself getting pulled back into the mind energy, trying to do that, just feel what that would feel like. Just allow your heart to open. Just allow these activations to happen and allow whatever's trying to flow and wanting to flow to flow. And so what I want everyone to do is get somewhere where you're nice and comfortable if you haven't already. You can sit, honestly, you can lay down, you can sit in any position you want. I have found that meditation works better when the spine is straight because it allows the energy to flow more, but it's really up to you, however you're comfortable. Just get nice and comfy. And if you want to grab some headphones or something like that, you can. The volume may need to be adjusted at some point. Like I said, I am going to play a little music after we go through the full meditation while we're kind of sitting and marinating in the energy. And so if you want to adjust that, if you want to put on headphones, if you want to just do exactly what you're doing right now, that is absolutely perfect. And so I want everyone to just, center into wherever you are, whether you're laying, whether you're sitting. And I want you to take a few deep breaths, any way you like, nose, mouth, it doesn't really matter. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Just take a few deep centering breaths. And I want you to focus on the area where your eyes sit in your head. And I want you to imagine your eyes slowly rolling down your throat and into your heart. So you're just seeing and you're feeling from that heart space. And I want you to just breathe into that heart space for a minute. Just breathe into it. See what it feels like. Allow the energy of your heart to expand. Allow it to grow. As soon as we focus on the energy of our heart, we increase the electromagnetic frequency of our heart energy. And so just really breathe into that heart space for a moment. And now what I want everyone to do is I want you to focus on a point a little ways above your head. And just imagine this beautiful, brilliant, crystalline white light. And what I want you to do is to invite this light to come down and trickle down through the top of your crown. Imagine opening up the crown of your head to allow this beautiful crystalline white light to just flow through the top of your crown. Feel it, whatever way you feel it, like a beam of light, like a liquid light, just flowing down through your crown. And now bring it down through your third eye. Feel it washing and cleansing your third eye. Feel this light, bring this light like a beam of light through the front and the back of your third eye. Just cleansing it and clearing it. Now bring this light down into your throat chakra. Imagine it, this beautiful glowing ball of light in your throat chakra. And now imagine this light penetrating the front and the back of your throat. Just washing it in this beautiful, brilliant light, washing it, cleansing it, clearing it. And now I want you to imagine this light trickling down into your heart center. And I want you to imagine this light growing more and more brilliant in your heart center, more and more brilliant with every breath. And now I want you to bring this light out the front and the back of your heart chakra. Just imagine this light radiating out through your heart. Cleansing, clearing, restoring this energy center. And now I want you to bring this light down into your solar plexus. I want you to feel this light glowing brilliantly and brightly in your solar plexus. Bring this light energy, direct it out through the front and the back of your solar plexus, clearing any energies that no longer belong, cleansing, purifying, illuminating. And now I want you to continue bringing this light down into your second chakra. I want you to feel this light filling your second chakra, growing bigger and bolder and brighter. And now I want you to direct this light out the front and the back of your second chakra, like a beautiful, brilliant beam of light, cleansing, releasing, dissolving any energies that no longer belong until your second chakra is at its highest vibration, its highest and clearest vibration. And now I want you to bring this energy down into your root chakra, right at the bottom of your spinal column. And I want you to imagine this light growing more brilliant and more bright in your root. Imagine this beautiful ball of light in your root chakra, expanding, glowing. And now I want you to imagine this light shooting down through the bottom, toward the bottom of the earth, and imagine it just cleansing and clearing this chakra. Anything that does not belong instantly dissolving or pouring out until there's a beautiful clear column of light coming down through the bottom of your root chakra. Now imagine this light is now moving from the crown of your head all the way down through your chakra system. And I want you to extend this light down past your root chakra and imagine this as a column of light moving toward the center of the earth. Imagine this light moving down through the floor of the building that you're resting in. If you are fortunate to be outside, down through the grass, through the earth. I want you to imagine it moving through all the different layers of the earth until you reach the core of the earth, this brilliant fiery energy in the core of the earth. I want you to feel this energy, to feel it, to sit with it for a moment. Feel it contracting and expanding. And then I want you to tap into this energy, and I want you to pull this energy up with you as your intention and your attention moves back up through the layers of the earth, through the floor of wherever you're resting, through the bottoms of your feet, up through your root chakra, through your spinal column, opening up each one of your chakras as it goes. And then imagine this light connecting back up at the top of your crown. You are now connected from above and below. Feel this energy surging through you, up and down your spinal column. And then I want you to imagine extending this light out into the first layer of your aura. Imagine this like a beautiful, brilliant white light encasing the first layer of your aura, healing any tears, anywhere where there's a discrepancy in energy, dissolving any energies that do not belong until you have a unified shield of white light encircling you, encircling this first layer of your aura. Imagine this white light pouring around this first layer of your aura, completely cleansing and clearing and restoring it. And now I want you to extend this light out to the second layer of your aura. And once again, imagine this white light streaming down and through the second layer of your aura, cleansing, clearing, restoring, repairing. And then I want you to move this energy out into the third layer of your aura. And once again, imagine this white light encasing the third layer of your aura, cleansing, clearing, purifying, restoring, replenishing. And then extend this energy out again to the fourth layer of your aura. Imagine it encasing the fourth layer of your aura, cleansing, clearing, purifying, restoring. And then extend this energy out to the fifth layer of your aura, cleansing, clearing, purifying, restoring. Like a brilliant shell of white light. Now move this energy out to the sixth layer of your aura and imagine it encircling this layer of your aura, cleansing, clearing, purifying, restoring this layer of your aura until it shines in perfect brilliance. And now extend this energy out into the seventh layer of your aura, cleansing, purifying, restoring, replenishing. And imagine all of these layers of your aura like these beautiful, solid layers of light, solid but permeable, allowing in the energies that are perfect and most beneficial for you, and preventing any other outside energies from entering. We are now going to set the intention that we welcome in and anchor in this new age of Aquarius, this new timeline for humanity's ascension, the most beneficial and uplifting timeline for our own personal ascension, for the planet and humanity's ascension. And that we welcome in and anchor in this beautiful dawning age of Aquarius and all that this means for humanity. And really hold in your heart the intention of what it means for humanity to welcome in this age of Aquarius, what it will feel like to live in perfect harmony, in perfect equality, in beautiful, blossoming, blissful creativity and joy, with mutual, unconditional love and respect for each other and all creatures. Where we are fully aware and remember who we are, why we came here, that we are love, that we fully embrace the truth and the light of who we are and shine this light into the world, that we possess all of the capabilities and the skills that are our birthright. We set the intention to anchor this energy in this age in now. And we call upon Saint Germain of the Violet Flame. And we ask that this violet flame be brought down to encircle our aura, wrapped around the seventh layer of our aura. Imagine this impenetrable shield of violet fire, protecting and shielding our aura from any outside energies that are not of the highest vibration and frequency that is most appropriate for us at this time. We imagine this like a shield surrounding us, protecting us, encircling us, transmuting all energies that are not meant and not desired to enter our field or our consciousness at this time. Now I want you to just breathe into this space for a moment. Now I want you to visualize a pillar of bright white light emanating from the cosmic central sun. And I want you to imagine this beautiful, brilliant white light transferring from sun to sun to sun throughout all of the galaxies in the multiverse. You can imagine this like a flowing pillar of light. You can imagine this like a lightning bolt. Just imagine this brilliant cosmic white light energy distributing from sun to sun to sun to sun until it enters our galaxy. Imagine this brilliant cosmic white light moving down through our galaxy, down through all of the beings in this galaxy, the planets in this galaxy, into our sun. And imagine it streaming like a brilliant pillar of light down into the earth, into the atmosphere of the earth, into all of the beings and all of the creatures on this earth, on this planet. Feel this beautiful, brilliant white cosmic light as it moves through all that is, as it moves down through your own body, through your own energy system, down through your crown, down through your spinal column. And imagine this light moving through you and anchoring down into the center of the earth. Feel the beautiful, electrifying cosmic energy of this light as it connects all that is, as we anchor it down through our bodies, through our energy systems, and into the center of the earth. And now I want you to imagine the entire planet being enveloped in this beautiful golden light, this beautiful crystalline light. You can also imagine, if you wish, a gentle pink mist surrounding the planet. I want you to imagine this crystalline light, this beautiful pink mist. And I want you to imagine it infusing every aspect of the planet and all of the creatures on it, infusing into every cell, every molecule. I want you to imagine that you're breathing this energy in with every in-breath and that it's expanding with every out-breath. And I want you to imagine as it connects and permeates all that is. Imagine and feel the uplifting vibration of this energy as it encircles this planet, as it infuses this planet, as it uplifts and activates this planet. Connecting this planet to the highest vibrational frequencies and energies, uplifting this planet, uplifting each and every single one of us. Imagine this energy infusing through the planet, infusing through the cells of your body, infusing with your DNA. And I want you to continue breathing this light in. And I want you to visualize this light transmuting all remaining darkness on earth, healing all. And actually, I don't even want you to focus on what it's healing. I just want you to focus on the fact that it is healing. I want you to see nothing but light. I want you to focus on the healing quality of this light, and not what it's removing, but what it's bringing about. And I want you to really visualize. And if you can't visualize, I want you to feel what this energy is bringing, what this frequency, this increased frequency is bringing to us, what it is making possible. I want you to feel all the possibilities, to step into all of the possibilities right now. I want you to breathe those in and breathe those out. I want you to visualize a new grand cosmic cycle for the age of Aquarius beginning, bringing pure light, love, and happiness to all beings on earth. I want you to visualize what this world would look like, what it would feel like, what it would be like, what your personal life and your existence and your part in this beautiful creation, this beautiful new earth, this beautiful golden age would feel like. Really sink into the understanding and the manifestation and the feeling of that. And I just want you to breathe that in and breathe that out. And feel the beautiful unity connection. Feel this beautiful unity consciousness, this unconditional love consciousness radiating through every cell and every fiber of your being. And I want you to remain doing this and in the flow of this for the next few minutes. Just breathing it, allowing whatever comes into your awareness to come into your awareness, just flowing with the energy of it, the feeling of it. the knowing that this is the world that we are creating. And I'm going to join you. Yeah.
We stand at the threshold of a great dawning. Something deep within life is changing. An era is ending. And at the very core of creation, something new is being born. We are awakening from a long collective sleep, an in vitro dreaming deep within the womb of our Mother Earth. Now is the time of a great shifting of cosmic wheels, which will result in the reformation of our Earth and trigger a radical shift in consciousness. A galactic tidal wave of light is descending upon the Earth, activating the highest potential, raising the frequency. Reality is being reformed, redefined. The activation of new neural patterns will trigger new perceptions, new information, new impulses, and the recalibration of DNA. Open yourself to these high-dimensional frequencies. Let go. Love each other in these coming times. Be kind to each other. Gather in community. Share yourself. Live your dream. Live your heart. Open yourself. Be prepared for the challenges to come, the dark times of chaos and upheaval. We will experience a dynamic recalibration of electromagnetic fields and Earth systems on a global scale. Stay present. Stay calm and centered. Try not to judge what is happening. Surrender to the process. Hold firm in the knowledge of what is being birthed. The process of birthing is an awesome undertaking, an arduous task, often fraught with intensity. Stay in the heart. Stay connected to beloved friends and family. Remember that this too shall pass, and is a necessary purification, a great purge of all that is not in resonance with what is being born in us. All will be redeemed and reformed in miraculous ways. Chaos will become peace, and sorrow will become joy. Trust with love. The butterfly is a marvelous demonstration of the power within trust and vulnerability, and in the miracle of metamorphosis. After all, what is a butterfly, if not the flowering of a caterpillar beyond its wildest dreams? Emerging from the womb of the chrysalis, the butterfly discards its restrictive silken shell to inherit a magical new world of flowers, breezes, and sunshine. A world of freedom and delight and the celebration of its divine nature. Spreading her wings for the first time, she has no idea whether she can fly. She simply opens her wings in perfect confidence and is effortlessly conveyed into the spiral dance of graceful flight. And all that then remains is the joyous participation in the divine ecstasy of creation. As you turn your light inward and witness your true nature, you become an empty mirror and go beyond beliefs or doctrines. Dissolving the veils, the formless takes form. Going or coming, we are in the right place. As the veils are lifted, we will perceive worlds of unimaginable beauty. Self-transforming astral world of light will shine down and interpenetrate the density of matter, making it translucent, less dense, and more permeable to our thoughts and feelings. Multi-dimensional reality and the interconnectedness of all things will be as clear as sunlight. And just as the light is not separate from the sun, and the wave is not separate from the ocean, so shall we realize our connection to the source and recognize ourselves in each other as one vast ocean of love and light. Let the divine recognize the divine. Lights will find other lights. And as the spark ignites within you, so it will ignite in others, in a majestic radiance of consciousness, and set the world alight in its magnificence. A new world, without fear, without war, without greed, in the safe custodianship of an awakened species, manifesting peace, with love, light, and celebration. May the Divine Mother bless all sentient beings as her children. May the Ascended Ones bless mankind. May religion be swept away by the revelation of what we are. May the children of the earth understand that this is to be a birthing place of a new humanity, the birthing of a new man utterly discontinuous from the past, released, transformed, metamorphosed into a multi-dimensional being, conscious, whole, and free.
Okay. And now I want everyone to just keep breathing into the meditation. Keep feeling and marinating in those energies if you so choose. And when the time is that you are feeling that the meditation is complete for you, I want you to imagine centering all of this beautiful light in your heart. And then I want you to imagine moving down through your energy system, back down into the center of the earth, and pulling that light once again up from the earth, up through the bottoms of your feet, up through your chakra system, until it rests at the top of your crown. So you're once again connected from above and below. And I see your comment there, Nicola. I was listening to Metamorphosis by Darpan. And so everyone, just let me know when you're back. I don't want to talk too much if people are still very immersed in the meditation. Just breathing in that energy, breathing in that activation, grounding and centering that down into Mother Earth. Understanding and feeling that connectedness, that we are her and she is us. And I'll put the track that I was playing in the description box if people want to look it up at the end. Oh, hi, Heather. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, everyone. Yeah. So how is everyone feeling about that? I thought that was pretty incredible. I was having some really interesting visuals. I saw at one point, it was almost like this beautiful smiling child. And these hands were like handing the earth to this child. And it was just holding the earth and holding the planet in its hands, which was really, really cool. I saw all of these bright lights going off and everywhere. It was sort of like at nighttime when the city starts to get dark and all the lights start coming on. But I felt like all the lights were all the people sort of illuminating and waking up more, which was really beautiful. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful, Lori. Yeah. Yeah, it was a beautiful, and so the meditation itself was actually channeled from the Galactic Federation. And so that was a meditation that they sort of gave us to work with these energies. And as we all know, we're and actually before we get into all of this and before we start going on a different direction, I also want everyone to once again connect. We want to call upon Saint Germain, and we want to ask Saint Germain to bring that violet flame energy down through the crowns of our through the crowns of our heads, down through our chakra line, washing and clearing and transmuting any energies that may have been picked up during that meditation that are not for our highest good. We want to imagine this violet flame energy moving through our system, purifying us, cleansing us, radiating out through all the layers of our aura. Just imagine this, breathe in this purification, this instantly transmuting any energies that are not of those highest vibrations of love and light. And we want to send any energies that are not of that highest vibration, either transmute them or send them back to God's light. And we want to just breathe in and out this beautiful violet flame energy. Imagine it cycling through all of our energetic systems. And then imagine it moving back up through our chakra system, up through our crown, returning to its primary source, returning to Saint Germain. And we want to thank Saint Germain for that. You always want to do that when you're participating in large global mass meditations, just because there is so much energy present. And whenever you're doing anything like this in general, you want to cleanse and clear your energetic fields. Whenever you're astral traveling, you're doing any of these types of things, you want to ensure that you have some sort of energetic protection and that you're constantly cleansing and clearing your energy field. And so this in general, you guys can use, because we want to, even if we're not meditating or doing anything like that, just throughout our day, we want to be cleansing our energy fields. And so using that meditation that we did at the beginning, where you bring the light down through each one of the chakras, that's a great one. Even just that little bringing the violet flame down and through. Any of these things can be really helpful as we go through our day, just to ensure, because we're always, to some degree or another, picking up different energies, right? And I know a lot of people that watch this channel are empathic and still understanding how to fully work with and utilize that empathic gift, right? And so that's, empaths especially will pick up a lot of energy. And so we just constantly want to be doing that, because the collective energy is very intense right now. It's intense in a beautiful way, but it can also be very overwhelming. And a lot of times we're picking up energies from the collective when we don't even realize that we're picking those up. But a lot of the stress and the anxiety and the different things that we're feeling sometimes isn't even ours. And so one way that we can get back to understanding what is ours is by keeping that energy field as clear as possible. All right. Brilliant white layer with gold layers. And at the highest levels, it was a pink mist and a deep purple. Gorgeous. I love that. Yes, yes. And we can keep meditating throughout the day, you guys. Like, just keep at it. Do it whenever you're feeling called to do it. Like we did this. This was one meditation. But honestly, what I've noticed is that these energies and these activations hit at all different kinds of times. And so there may be something for me and a way that this energy wants to work with me that it's being called to do on a different level at a different point over the next couple days. And so just being present for that and really noticing and paying attention to that. Like if we are tapped in enough, we can feel when energies are starting to want to work with us or move through us. And that's when we create that safe, sacred space in that container, like we talked about in the readings that we've done over the past couple of days, to really just sit back and allow that energy, allow ourselves to receive that energy and whatever it is that it's bringing to us. All right. And so do we want to pull? I'm going to pull a Beyond Lemuria card for you guys. Thank you. You're so welcome. We just did a guided meditation, Salvador, and this will be uploaded. So you'll be able to go back through and do the meditation clear if you want. We did it. It was a mass meditation that we joined, but we were just saying we can do the meditation at any time. It doesn't have to be like you can hop on and you can play it through and visualize with it. These energies are always present for us to tap into. And they're especially present over these next couple days. And so utilize that whenever it is that you want. It is important to take care of the kiddos, though. I think you said what you were cooking for your kid. Yeah, that's important. That's important stuff. So, all right. And the first card coming out is alignment. So us really, my hair gets everywhere. Us really moving into alignment right now. That meditation was a great way to bring ourselves into alignment. These energies that are coming through, this is what they're doing. This is what they're facilitating is that alignment. And this is also a reminder, right? As we are coming more into alignment, how do we stay in alignment? We stay in alignment, like we said, by continually cleansing and clearing our energy fields, right? By paying attention to what is present in our lives and whether what's present in our lives is in alignment. That's another way that we stay in alignment. And so when we receive these activations, when we receive these influxes of energy, that's great, but it's the maintenance of that energy and it's the way that we work with that energy and we allow that energy and we flow with that energy and we incorporate that into our lives. We incorporate the new sense of awareness. One major thing that's coming through that a lot of us are going to be and have been receiving is a greater state of awareness. And so with that greater awareness, we're then asked to do some things. We're then asked to take some constructive actions that will bring us more into alignment and keep us in alignment. Because we're always flowing in and out of alignment, depending on what's going on in our lives, depending on what it is that we're inviting into our lives and into our energy. Because anything that we invite into our minds, into our hearts, into our bodies, into our space, we're inviting into our energy. And so we want to make sure that all of those things are in alignment. And we really want to pay attention as we begin feeling more and more what it is to be aligned. Then we can become more and more conscious of when we're moving out of alignment and move ourselves back into alignment much more quickly. So it's really, we're being asked to pay attention to that right now. We're being asked to pay attention to how can I be in alignment? That future that we were visualizing, how do we make that happen? By being in alignment with it, by being a vibrational match to it, by allowing and maintaining this connection that we are receiving, these higher frequencies, by really allowing those to anchor in and practicing that in our daily lives, right? Implementing everything that we're learning in our daily lives. And then we have gracious receptivity. So this is that energy of being receptive, right? We're being asked to be receptive to the energies today. And we talked about this as well, right? This idea of like, we receive what we're willing to accept. And so whatever it is that we're willing to accept from this portal, from these activations, from this energy is what we're going to get. Whatever we're in alignment with, right? And so, yes, I am. I didn't. I'm still alive. Yeah. So it's whatever we're willing to accept. So we really want to be in that space of receptivity. And we always talk about, where does that receptivity come from? It comes from the heart. The heart is our center for receptivity. And so we want to be in that place. And this says gracious receptivity. So this is like being grateful as well. The more we are grateful, the more receptive we become. We become a magnet to good things. We come into alignment with our blessings when we are in this place of gratitude, where we are receiving from a place of gratitude, not from a place of entitlement, but from a place of just that humble state of gratitude. So that's how we're being asked to move through our lives. That's the energy that we're being asked to embody. That's what's going to help us remain in alignment. Oh, perfect. So then we have here, we have freedom, which was, of course, the last word in that recording that we heard, right? I am free. And then we also have the violet flame coming out, which we were just working with. So really confirmation that the violet flame is a great thing to be working with right now. Even just being a channel, offering to be a channel for that violet flame energy, to have access to the earth, to help to transmute and transform the earth, is an incredible gift and a beautiful thing that we can do. Like, the violet flame works with us and it works for us. And so we can really play around with that energy and connect with that energy. If that's something that you were drawn to, if you enjoyed that part of the meditation, then work with Saint Germain and work with the violet flame a little more. And then we have water, the overflow. All right. And so this is the overflow of our abundance, the overflow of our emotions, becoming the overflow of our intuition. I feel like this is everything. This is like our cup being full and the energy running over, is what I'm feeling from this overflow card right now. So it's like this incredible sense of freedom that we are now, we have access to. And it's interesting, I'm noticing the dragonfly on this card, right? That may be relevant. Look up the symbolism of dragonfly. Dragonfly has some beautiful symbolism, but it's this sense of this state of freedom that we are achieving right now. This incredible state of freedom that leads to this state of overflow. And we talk about this all the time. Like, that is what we are doing right now. We are liberating ourselves. We are setting ourselves free, right? From all of the lower vibrational energies that at one point in time held us trapped or under the illusion of being trapped. We're dispelling that illusion. And we're really stepping into this state of being open, being receptive, tapping into our emotions, tapping into our intuition, tapping into, once again, this is the giving and the receiving. And this is like the not holding on, right? Water flows. And so we're being asked to flow with life. Like, notice in her hands how the water is just streaming out of her hands. She's not trying to trap it. She's not trying to hold on to it. You can't hold on to water. I don't care how tightly you clasp your hands, the water will begin to drip through. There's always little cracks. The water always finds a way to flow, I guess is what I'm saying. So we can spend all our time trying to restrict that flow, trying to hold on to what no longer is serving us, trying to hold on to anything, right? Any old belief system, any old ideology, anything that any person, anything that we're not wanting to let go of, right? But that water is always going to flow. It's just like, how much longer is it going to take if we're doing this than if we just allowed it to do what it does and just understood that there's a constant stream of water coming in, right? It's like it's flowing from everywhere. She's not worried that she's going to run out. She knows that there's enough. Right? That's that abundance mentality. And so that's what we really want to be in. We want to be in that state of being open and being flowing and being receptive, being graciously receptive, right? And just allowing whatever comes to come and whatever wants to go. And just being open to every moment and every experience. That's true freedom. True freedom is when we are in that state of gracious receptivity and that state of non-attachment, where we are just allowing everything to happen and transpire the way it's happening and transpiring, right? We can even experience our emotions from a much healthier place when we simply allow those to flow through us too, right? We're not attaching to them. As soon as we begin to attach to them, that's when things begin to get painful. And that's when our emotions get trapped in our energy body. And then we have to work on releasing them. So it's just being in that open state all the time, that state of overflow. And it's like, because she knows that there's always more coming, and she's not trying to hold on to what she has because she knows that there is plenty. Her cup is always overflowing. She always has more than she needs, right? So we want to really remember that and stay in that energy. Oh, that's so sweet. Yes, that's right. Don't block the blessings. Hello, Kayla. My beautiful Kayla that I was just talking about. We had our original channel to get together with. She's on here. I love you. Mwah. All right. And then we have the heart chakra coming out, unfurling back to love. And so really that opening, right? We talked about this with the receptivity. The heart center is where all of that receptive energy comes from. That's how we're able to receive, is from that open heart chakra. So really working with that heart chakra, allowing that heart chakra to be open so that you can receive all of the energies that are coming in for you right now and all of the abundance that's coming in, right? That's why in that meditation, we centered in the heart. And we kept bringing it back to the heart and feeling from the heart, because the heart is everything. I love you too. Right? The heart is everything. And then we have the ether, the seamless unspeakable. And so this is like the energy of, the ether is what holds space for all of creation, right? Everything exists within the ether. The ether is formless, right? But it holds all forms. And so this is like the mystery here. This is the mystery. And this is like the creation. And I actually want to read what the ether card has to say for us, because I think that that's going to be really interesting. And that is card 11, which is also interesting. But there is so much forming right now in the ether, right? In the non-physical. This is all possibility before it takes physical form. And so this is all of your abundance and all of your blessings and everything that you're manifesting and creating, taking shape in the formless, right? As a result of our intentions, as a result of the frequency that we're holding, right? As a result of the meditation that we just did, right? We just affected the possibilities in the ether, and we pulled in a very strong timeline and possibility, right? The highest possible possibility. And Kayla's on here now. This is a phrase that I still use on here that we came up with together. All possibilities are possible. Like, I'm carrying that on, Kayla. And that is what it is, right? All possibilities are possible, and they all exist right here. They all exist right here, and they all exist right here. Yes. The blank canvas. Yes, the threshold. Time to choose what you want to bring into your life. Endless possibilities, limitless, and paradox. Mm-hmm. This illuminated space of no distraction and pure potential is beyond the threshold. It is a silent meditative moment out of time, the centered and present place beyond the hustle of the mind and outside world. It is where all dreams are birthed, and it is the light we may fear to be darkness when, just for one moment, everything ceases to exist. This is the place between worlds, the womb before we incarnate, and from here we can choose where we go. The land has been tilled in readiness for the flowers we wish to seed. Outdated doors have been closed, and in the space between the breaths, we open the new ones. What we may be perceived as the endless black nothingness is actually the illuminated eternal. I am everything and I am nothing, right? The core that all our fears may be peeled back to. When we step through the darkness, we realize it is only a short distance away from the white void at the center of creation in heaven. Herein lies the feeling that we may have been striving our whole life to meet, and yet simultaneously, subconsciously running from. In this place of graceful surrender, we may know that we are held and allow ourselves the spaciousness to drop deeper into the experience of our existence. Yeah. And so what I'm feeling for this too is today, allow yourself to go into the ether, right? Like, if you go and you do a personal meditation today, and I was actually doing this a little bit during the guided meditation that we were just doing. Like, I stopped trying to visualize and I was just allowing myself to be present in the energy. And it kind of felt like that energy. Like, allow yourself to go into the ether today, to move into that formless place where all possibilities exist, to just feel into and exist in that energy. Allow yourself to move into the unknown. All of that, moving into that. And I think that this is important too, because we have on the bottom of the deck, reclaim your energy. And this is something that a lot of us are working on right now and working through. And this is really important too when we talk about alignment. If I have aspects of other people's energy enmeshed in my energy field, if some of my energy is missing and is actually enmeshed in another's, right? Because we take fragments of each other's souls, we take pieces of each other's energy. We do this unconsciously all the time, right? But if that is true, then how can I know what it's like to be whole and complete within me? If I'm still carrying pieces of you, if you're still carrying pieces of me, right? And so this is about all the different ways that we give away our energy and bringing that and calling that and claiming that back. So I feel like that's something that people are going to be doing today. And as we move forward, is this consistent process of reclaiming our energy. And this isn't just like soul fragments and stuff like that. This is also just like looking at where we're expending our energy. And if where we're expending our energy is not, it's not putting us in this state, right? It's not putting us in this gracious, receptive state. It's not making us feel free. Then we need to disconnect ourselves from that. We need to take our energy back, right? Every time we engage in a conversation with someone, we invest our energy in them. Our energy is connected to them, right? Every time we think about someone, every time we worry about someone, our energy is invested in them, is connected to them. We give away our energy all the time without even realizing it. So this is about really understanding, right? And this, like we said, leads right back to alignment. Where am I giving away my energy? Where is my energy being drained? And how can I call that back? And always ask that to be brought through God's light, to be cleansed and cleared, but before it's brought back to you, right? You want to clean that energy first. You don't want your energy that's been out there in all these different places coming back with all of that energy still attached to it. So you want to do that, but you want to pull back your energy. You want to understand and really prioritize, how am I spending my energy? Who am I spending it on, right? What am I spending it thinking about, right? Because there are lots of different ways that we can get distracted, that we can waste our energy, right? It's not even just necessarily with people. It's like, am I spending 3 hours a day scrolling through Facebook? Is that wasting my energy? Is my energy then connected to all of these different people and all of these different conversations and being pulled in all of these different places? How can I reclaim that back, right? It's all these different ways, really understanding and utilizing our energy wisely. What is the best use of my energy? What is the most productive use of my energy? What makes my energy feel good? If we notice that we're having to bring ourselves back into alignment very frequently when we're around certain people or doing certain things, then that's an indication that maybe we need to pull back our energy from that a little bit, right? So we're being asked to do that. We're being asked to look at what we are doing, how we are spending our energy, how we are investing our energy, and reclaim some of that energy. And this extends to soul retrieval and soul fragments and different things like that, cords and all of that, of course. And if you guys want assistance with any of that, please reach out to me. There are different things that I do where we can address some of that stuff. Yeah. But really, that's a message that's coming through really strongly. And then the new blueprints. I love this, right? This is what we're creating. We are aligning with our highest, most divine blueprint for this lifetime, for humanity. And those blueprints are constantly being recoded. And this is making me think too of the reading that we did. I want to say it was yesterday, where we were talking, it was the reading, the 1221 prep reading, where we were talking about writing our new story, right? How we can write, we get to choose what it is that we want to create. What is the story? Like letting go of all those old stories, those old attachments to these stories, these narratives that we get stuck in, and writing a new story. But this is also just our blueprints. This is like our DNA being recoded, right? This is the blueprint, just all of the blueprint, the map of our lives, the map of our destiny, all of this being rewritten right now. And us knowing that we get to choose whatever we want that to be, which is really beautiful. I know I always say that, but it is. Yeah. And so we're going to take a look at this real quick. And this is also about action. This is about action, right? Taking that action, knowing that, like we said, you control the map of your destiny, the map of your future. What do you want that to look like? That doesn't have to be dictated by the past. That doesn't have to be dictated, and it shouldn't be dictated by outside. I know I shouldn't use the word should, but by outside energies, right? We get to determine that for ourselves. This card inspires action, no matter how small, that will create a ripple of light in the world. You are part of a bigger picture, a greater story, and your actions, your choices, your presence are making a difference. You have more power than you realize. Focus on what you can do and do it well. Change takes time, so make plans and start now. I like that. Focus on what you can do and do it well, right? We all have these grand visions of our destiny and our purpose and what we're here for that is starting to unfold, right? And I think that part of what this message is like, we can get caught up in that energy and we can forget to be present in the moment and to actually live and take action on anything now. If we're trying to map out our entire future, we forget that part of that is actually living it and understanding that as we move forward and we take action, that's what sets the ball rolling, right? That's what gets the momentum moving. That's that divinely inspired action. When we take that first step and we actually, instead of thinking, I have this huge grand picture of what I want to do, but I don't have X, Y, and Z ready to go yet, so I'm not going to do anything until that happens. Be like, but in the meantime, I can do this, right? Or in the meantime, this feels good to do. Or this is a step that I can take. This is also the energy of don't just talk the talk, walk the walk. That's coming through too, which is interesting. So I don't know, a little tough love coming through on that, I guess. Clear. All right, what other energies can we get? What other guidance do we have as we are moving forward? This is also as our new gifts and abilities are coming through and coming online, we want to really allow ourselves to access them. We want to put them to use. We want to put them into practice. We want to play with them. We don't want to feel, this is the energy I'm feeling also of perfectionism and not feeling like we need to be perfect at everything, allowing ourselves to have fun with things and to play with things and to do things before we feel like we're perfect at them, right? And I've said this before on this channel, if I waited until I felt that I was perfect at doing any of the stuff that I'm doing, we wouldn't be doing this live right now. And I would not have a YouTube channel because none of us are perfect, right? I'm far from perfect. I'm learning all of this as I go along with you guys. You know what I mean? It's not like I'm the end all be all that knows everything about the Ascension. I'm very, very far from it. I only know a little tiny bit, but I'm here sharing that little tiny bit that I do know. And so each and every one of us can do that same thing and see where it goes from there, right? It's taking that action and knowing that you are good enough. What you have to say has value. You are worthy, right? Yes. And then we have Paradigm Shift coming out as the first card. This is the Lightworker Oracle, by the way, that we're utilizing. Yes, there is a huge paradigm shift happening right now. This is what we just anchored in, right? That old paradigm falling away. This new age that is dawning upon us. Everything is different. Everything is new. And you can see it's like this. I'm noticing the doorway, right? The door is cracked. It's like, that's what we're doing right now. We cracked open that door and we're stepping through that door. But it's like she's naked here. She feels very vulnerable. And so it's this understanding that as all of these energies shift, as we are moving from one paradigm, from one reality into another, it's going to be scary. We're going to feel vulnerable. There are times where we're going to question ourselves, and that's absolutely normal, but it's still allowing that to happen. It's like she's also fresh and new, right? This energy, this new age that we're creating, none of us really know how to do this. We do because we remember, because we're living the truth of who we are. But there's a lot of it that is new and experimental because we've been grown up, conditioned to live a certain way, to believe certain things. And we're stripping away all of that right now. And so it's absolutely a process as this paradigm is shifting. And then we have spiritual decree coming out. I love that. With spiritual service on the bottom of the deck. So these are great cards that we're getting right now. And so the spiritual decree says, you have been wondering what will happen next in your life, not realizing how much power you have to decide that for yourself. What do you wish to have happen next? Are you willing to use your divine birthrights of free will, voice, and empowerment to set the cosmic wheels in motion? If your answer is yes, then it is time to speak your truth to the universe. Decree it and you shall be it. All right, so this is all about manifesting. And this is coming with the new blueprints card, right? Was the last card we pulled from the other deck. So this message is coming through really strong right now. Spirit really wants us all to know that we are in charge of our destiny and we are in charge of our fate. We have free will. We get to decide who we want to be, what we want to do. And Spirit wants us to do that. That's part of this paradigm shift. This old reality, this old paradigm was like, this is who you are. This is what you do. This is how you live. This is how it is. And then you die, quote unquote, right? This new paradigm is like, no, you get to decide everything. Nobody gets to tell us what the blueprint of our lives will be, what the map of our destiny will be. We get to decide for ourselves, and Spirit wants you to take that power and take that authority back, right? That's part of knowing that we are conscious co-creators. We are co-creating this with Spirit. Spirit's like, tell me what you want. Tell me what you want to create. Decree that, and it will be that. And so this is really powerful, empowering energy, because it's like, we get to decide. That's why that meditation was like, what is your visualization for what you want the world to, what you want the earth to look like, right? What do you want your life to look like? Who do you want to be? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? You get to decide. I love that it's 11/11, 1/11. Yep. Yeah. That's beautiful that it's that place in so many different places right now as that's coming out. And of course it was 2/11 here, but still the ones and the twos, right? But yeah, you get to decide. So that means that message is very, very powerful that's coming through right now at this time, 12/12 in other places, right? Okay, 12/11. Yeah, you get to decide. Take that sovereignty, take that autonomy back. Make the choices that feel right for you. What do you want to create? Take your power back. And then we have spiritual service. So this is all about our spiritual gifts coming online. This is about us understanding how to utilize those for the highest good and really dedicating ourselves in service to humanity. That's what that energy is about. Understanding what our spiritual service is. What is the spiritual service that we came here to provide? And just being here, honestly, a huge part of our spiritual service is this. Us deciding, us creating, right? Us being in this beautiful, blissful, joyful place of creation and ownership of our reality, ownership of our energy, ownership of our reality. That is a great spiritual service. That is the greatest spiritual service in and of itself, is to create, to be seen, to be heard, to manifest, to make the most out of this experience, right? So taking back that control and that ownership of yourself, of your life, is a huge spiritual service that you are doing. And we're taking this back. This is us. This is where that freedom card comes in again, right? We are taking back our own autonomy. We are calling back our own energy. We are no longer being controlled. We are understanding that we are the map makers of our own destiny. And those who have been trying to dictate our destiny for so long, their control is falling away. And that's a great spiritual service. Every time you stand in your truth, every time you stand in your power, every time you reclaim your mind, you free your mind, you free up and reclaim your energy, you are doing a great spiritual service to humanity, and you are showing others that it is possible to do the same. And then we have earth healing coming up. This energy came through the other day. The fact that we are here to help heal the earth, and that is a great spiritual service as well that we are all doing. We are part of the earth. We are here to heal her, just as she is here to heal us. And so, and this has been coming up. This came up with a couple different clients that I had too. These messages coming where Gaia really wants us to know and understand. Support me and I will support you. She wants us to come back into that symbiotic relationship with her, where we allow her to support us, right? We utilize herbs. We utilize natural medicine, right? We utilize the natural environment to heal. just going out and being present in nature, just having our bare feet on the ground, right, is healing for us. She wants us to take advantage of that, and she wants us to give that back to her. So allow her to heal us as she heals her. Like, we do this on an energetic level. We just did that with that meditation where we took in all those cosmic energies and we anchored them into the earth. And then we brought her energy back up through our system, right? We did that on an energetic level. We're doing that every single day. But we can do that on a physical level too. We are physical beings. So we can do that on a physical level. And she wants us to do that. She wants us to connect with her right like that. And she wants us to know that she recognizes that great spiritual service that we are doing for her. And also that she will reward us for that, right? Mother Earth is the material realm. And so when we support the material realm supports us. Does our energy impact others in any way? Our energy absolutely impacts others. The thoughts that we think about other people can be felt and influence their vibratory field. Everything's like a ripple. It's sort of like, have you ever seen that movie, The Butterfly Effect? It's like one little act can have this huge ripple effect, right? Because we're all one consciousness. We're all created. So our energy incredibly impacts another. That's why when I heal myself, I am healing for the entire collective as well. More directly for my lineage, 7 generations forward, 7 generations back, but also for the entire collective. That's also when we're talking right now about the earth healing. When I heal myself, I heal the earth because we are connected to the earth. Everything is very connected. And so we hold on to pieces of another because it's comforting for us. It's not necessarily because we want to do anything harmful or hurtful, but it is preventing us from being complete in our own energy. And so it's much healthier for us to be in our energy and for someone else to be in theirs. And so when we hold on to pieces of each other, fragments of each other's energy, what that's really doing is really keeping this intense connection open between us. And that connection is not always healthy. And the unhealthier that connection is, the unhealthier that holding on to those aspects of each other is, because we're keeping each other caught in these loops, in these energy loops, right? We can't release each other. We're constantly, if you find yourself constantly drawn to thinking about somebody, you feel like their energy is around you a lot, you're constantly obsessing over them, you probably are carrying an aspect of their energy with you or of their soul with you, and vice versa. And so it is very healthy to release those, especially when we are wanting to move on from a connection because we know that it's not beneficial for us at this time. We want to release that and we want to take back what's ours, because that helps us both to be more whole, and it helps that relationship to be healthier and us to be able to separate our energies in that way. Ho'oponopono is amazing. Anyone who doesn't know what that is, that's a Hawaiian forgiveness prayer. Look that up because that can be so incredibly helpful. Absolutely. I love Ho'oponopono. I have done that many, many times. It's also super fun to say. Yeah. Yes. Stewards of the soil. Exactly. Exactly. All right. Anything else coming out for us? Okay. Star child. You are a child of the stars. Really reconnecting to that aspect of ourselves. This is like that remembrance card, right? Remembering who we are, playing with that, having fun with that. So I love that energy. And notice how she also is holding the water and it's flowing through her fingers. So that message, not holding on, that coming through very strongly. And that makes sense when we also have karmic clearing on the bottom of the deck. We are doing a lot of karmic clearing right now. We're going to continue to be doing it. And part of that karmic clearing and part of how we can clear out that energy is also by giving back those soul fragments. Oh, I love that. Shooting star. Beautiful. Yeah. So we want to allow this clearing. And like we said, we're clearing this for our lineage. We're clearing this for the collective, as well as our own individual clearing. So we want to release all that karma. And there was actually, I was listening. It was really interesting. I can't remember who was talking about it. I want to say it was maybe Phil Good. If you guys don't watch him, he's incredible. I think it was him. And he was talking about karma and how karma only exists because we have a collective agreement that it exists. And we have a collective agreement that or not that we have a collective agreement that it exists, but that we have a collective agreement that some things are bad and deserving of punishment and some things aren't. And as we begin to shift, and that's where Ho'oponopono can come in really handy too, because it's all about forgiveness. As we begin to shift and we step out of this mentality of punishment, we actually dissolve karma altogether. Because if we have not collectively agreed that if you do this, you should be punished, then there's no need to make up that energy. So that's a really interesting, we're clearing out the concept of karma altogether. And that's also as we move out of duality, as we move out of polarity, we don't need that anymore, because when we exist in that full oneness energy, where I am you and you are me, and we are fully aware of that, we are fully immersed with that, and we are simply loving each other unconditionally, there's no need for us to go through these cycles anymore, where I learn how I hurt you, you learn how you hurt me, I learn how that feels, you learn how this feels, right? All of that different stuff. We don't have to learn that anymore, because we exist in full knowledge already. We exist in that full unity, in that full vibration, where it's not, we don't have these polar opposites anymore. We don't have to learn these different, we do in the third dimension. We do in certain dimensions need karma, because it's a school. It's a way that we're learning. Karma is a learning tool. That is how we learn. That's the only reason really that we have it, is to learn and to grow, right? But once we move beyond those lessons that it teaches, then we really don't, because we are in that space where it's like when we talk about what we're moving into, they talk about heaven on earth, right? Karma is a 3-dimensional construct. It's a 3-dimensional learning mechanism. And so as we move into higher frequencies, we learn in different ways. We interact in different ways. And so, but yeah, we're clearing out a lot of that old karma right now, because we can't take that with us. And there's lots of different ways to think about karma, and there's lots of different ways to look about karma. I'm just looking at one specific viewpoint of what it is. There's lots of different wormholes we could go down with it, and lots of different ways to look at it. Yeah, and so we're not going to get caught up and go down a whole wormhole with all of that right now. But it's a learning device. It is a learning device. The way that we're viewing it and discussing it in this specific context is as a learning device. And so we're clearing out a lot of that. We're learning those lessons. We're understanding, and we're integrating, and we're incorporating that energy. Yeah. So I really enjoy all of that. I just want to check and see if there's anything from the Star Child that I want to read you guys. Yeah. So this is us being supported. We're being supported by the earth, and we're being supported by the cosmos right now, right? Above and below. So that's really cool. Just understanding and really coming into the knowing of our connection with both the higher and the lower realms, right? With this divine energy from the upper realms, with the earth's energy, really coming into a connection with both, and understanding how we can be both at the same time. How can I be a being centered in this earth and in this reality, right? And also be a star being? How can those energies incorporate? It's like a lot of times when people start connecting with the terminology like star seeds and different things like that, and really start connecting with the ascension and the awakening process, we almost cut ourselves off from the rest of humanity. And we think we start referring to other people as humans, right? And I've been guilty of this too. And we think of ourselves as something different. And it's like we can't even really fully reconcile the life that we're living right now, because we're so focused on that life and that reality. And so it's understanding that we can be both at the same time. I can be a human and a star being, right? I'm a star being. I'm a spiritual being in this human body, in this human vehicle, right? Living this human experience and helping to ascend this human experience into a whole different dimension of consciousness, which is really beautiful. But it's the understanding and the incorporation of both of those things that we're learning right now as well. Yeah. How do you find your star family? Reach out to them. Reach out to them, ask to be tuned to their frequency. Today, during these energies, is a really great time for that, right? You want to employ that protection. Like we said, you always want to employ that protection, whether it's your Merkaba, whether it's the violet flame, whether you ask specific guides that you work with to protect your energy. And you want to be very specific about who you're wanting to contact. Say, I am wanting to contact my benevolent star family, right? And then you want to ask to be tuned to the frequency that your star family resides at. And just go into a meditation, just breathe into it. Just feel into the essence of your heart, the true essence of your being, and allow that essence to radiate, because that's how they know you, right? That's your signal. That's your specific frequency is their frequency. And they can pick up on that, and they can help guide you to coming into more of your own frequency as well. So just ask to be connected with them, ask to be tuned into them, go into that heart center, and just allow them to come forward when they're ready to come forward. Ask them how you can connect with them too, right? Ask your guides, how do I connect with my star family? Give me signs and synchronicities showing me how. But just really setting the intention, that's your most powerful tool. That's your most powerful tool. Yeah. And they're always there wanting to connect with you. You're already connected to them. You just can't necessarily feel it right now. But they're always wanting to connect to you. Yeah. And so you want to be really specific, and you want to ensure when you feel as though you've connected to them, you want to ask them. You want to ask them if they're benevolent, right? They're your star family. They probably are, but it's always good to ask all beings that anyway, because there's a lot of stuff out there, but that would be my best guidance on how to connect with them. Clear. All right, we're going to pull a couple Starseed Oracle cards to close this out. I have no idea how long I've been on here. These lives sometimes, I mean, I could go for hours doing these lives with you guys. All right. We have deep cellular healing coming out. Arcturus energy, physical and emotional healing. So we are healing on a deep cellular level right now. We are healing in all aspects of our being. So allow that healing to come through for you today too. And really nourish your body and what it's going through. Your body is going through a lot of changes right now. And so really pay attention to that and nourish it and give it what it needs. But there's a lot of healing, a deep, deep healing happening on all levels right now. And that's going to feel a lot of different ways. Sometimes that's going to feel good. Sometimes that's going to feel painful. Sometimes it's going to feel very emotional, right? So we just allow that to flow. That's where this energy with the flowing, right? Allow that healing energy to flow. Allow those emotions to flow. Allow everything that's wanting to flow and move through you to flow and move through you without trying to attach onto it. But this is like, we hold memories of pain and trauma within our cellular structure. So this is like those memories of pain and trauma being removed from your cellular structure as well. Then we have empathic starseed. We get this one all the time. Energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. So this is what we talked about, bringing it back to that, with the continually cleansing and clearing your energetic field, being that energetically sovereign being, right? And then the 7 star sisters, birthing creation's tapestry of life expression. Create, create, create. That's what we came here to do. Really understand and allow yourself to be that conscious creator. Allow yourself to tap into that energy. That's where all of your divine energy is, your creative energy. So really utilize that and tap into that. And then we have star bathing on the bottom of the deck. Light body crystal grid transmission activation. Boom, right there. That's what we're experiencing today. That's what we've been experiencing, right? Is that transmission, is that light body activation, activating that crystal grid. Some of us may have seen that crystal grid or felt that crystal grid during the meditation. And so really just, this is all about, it's just creation in every single form, right? That's what we're doing right now. We are deconstructing and we are creating. And I absolutely love that. I'm hoping that I can find this just so I can close with this for you guys. But this, the book, the way this one's organized is really not the best. it's a little bit confusing trying to figure out where things are. But it's just energy reminding you to be that conscious co-creator, to really express yourself fully, to weave your own tapestry of your life. There are new creations that want to be born, beauty that's yearning to be woven, new consciousness that's longing to be breathed into life. If you draw this card, you're being called to surrender to these creations, to usher in a new era of consciousness and do your bit in weaving the web of life. This is the card of the artist and the midwife. You're being called to ponder questions. What wants to be birthed through you? What new creations are whispering in your ear? What beauty are you being called to make? Creativity and intuition come from the same sacred place. They occur when we find ourselves flowing with the rest of life. Earth is renowned as a planet of manifestation and creativity, and yet so many of us have forgotten how to create. Somewhere along the way, we stopped seeing ourselves as artists, as creatives, as poets. Yet to be human is to be creative. Creativity is part of your true nature. Perhaps you're being called to surrender to a creative project, such as a new business or a book. Or perhaps you're being called to weave beauty in your home or in the way you cook. Regardless of the end result, you're being called to express yourself through your creativity, to surrender to the creative projects that both scare you and excite you, to find a new way to weave beauty into your everyday life. For where there's creativity, its spirit and soul are present, and the world needs those qualities now more than ever before. What new creations are you being called to birth? And so this is what we're moving into with the age of Aquarius, right? This age where we're all just creating. That's what we're doing because that's what we were put here to do. And this understanding that creativity means all kinds of different things. It doesn't just mean painting or drawing or writing. You can do it in any time you do something, you are creating, right? And so we all create in different ways. If you are feeling inspired, if you are feeling that energy of elation when you are doing something, that energy of discovery, you are creating. And so create in whatever ways you are being called to create and really step into that energy in each and every moment of your life and see how that helps your life to transform. We all have the things that we love to do, and that's what we're meant to do, is the things that we love. We all love different things so that we can all contribute to that tapestry of life, and we can weave that tapestry together. And so that's the energy that we're moving back into, is where we all do what we love and we put that all together and we collaborate and we create something together and we support each other together through us all being creative in our own individual way. So really taking yourself out of any old, outdated ways of viewing creativity and allowing your own creativity to express in whatever ways it wants to express through you. Yeah. And I think that's perfect. That's perfect. And it's just more about birthing stuff. That We the Hathors is all about birth as a portal. The portal of birth that we are entering right now as we are being reborn, really, right? Yes. And then double mission under that. Light worker starseed, serve the world by being you. Serve the world by being you. That message just coming through. Like, honestly, we could keep going, but I think the main message that they really wanted to get through to us today, if anybody wasn't watching at the beginning and they missed it, is just the importance of understanding and taking ownership of our own energy and what it is that we're creating. So, I mean, I don't want to drag this out and keep going with it because I feel like the same messages are wanting to keep coming through now because that was the reading. That was the energy that we were getting to. But just really allow yourself to bathe in the energies today, right? The star bathing. Allow yourself to be generously receptive, graciously receptive to what it is that's coming in for you. Just allow this birthing process, this creation process to occur and really step into your role as that conscious creator of your own reality, who gets to decide who you want to be, what it is, right? When we step into the world, we get to decide. That's creation too. I get to decide who it is that I want to be. What do I want to wear today? What do I want to do? What qualities do I want to have and enact, right? Who is it that I want to be? I am my own creation. And so really taking ownership of ourselves as our own creation. And if something doesn't fit, something doesn't resonate, something doesn't mesh, something doesn't feel in alignment anymore with the new truth that is dawning for me about who and what I am, then I get rid of that and I keep moving forward and I keep creating and I keep birthing who it is that I want to be now. So really centering into that energy and knowing that we have complete ownership, complete authority, and complete control over who and what we are, what it is that we are creating, what it is that we are birthing, and how it is that we want to live, right? Ideally with harm to none, right? All right. Yes, absolutely. If you're feeling sleepy and you're able to sleep, go sleep. That's how our bodies integrate energies. When we have all these deep cellular changes going on, we get very tired. Sometimes I'll sleep if I'm able. There'll be days where I do pretty much nothing but nap, get up for whatever it is that I have to do, and go back and nap again. Like if you're being called to do that, Mike, then absolutely do that. Allow yourself, give your body whatever it needs right now. Nourish it in however it wants. Like we heal incredibly deeply when we sleep. It's actually the only time that we're fully healing, because it's when our body isn't active doing a whole bunch of other things, and it's able to really focus on that healing process. I want to see if there's any other wiped out after the meditation. It was some powerful energy that we were working with. Make sure if you didn't bring that violet flame through, bring that violet flame through again, right? Imagine that you are being disconnected from any outside energies. Just really work with that violet flame a little more, Giovanna. And then just go ahead and rest and take a nap. You may have received an activation during that meditation as well that needs time to integrate. Yep. Absolutely. Thank you all for coming and joining in the meditation today. So grateful for all of you as well. You guys are so wonderful. Can you be part of more than one star family, Kelly? I mean, we're all one collective consciousness, so we're really part of everything, right? And so I don't really know the answer to that question. I believe yes, absolutely, because we've incarnated, or we exist as many different, we're multidimensional beings, so we exist as many different things in many different dimensions and realities. And so there's lots of different star families that we're a part of. Is there an original soul family or star family that we came from? Yes, I do believe so. I do believe it's sort of like when I look at the great tapestry of existence, it's like we are there. There is source, and source birthed beings, and these beings birth beings, and these beings birth beings. And it sort of goes like this in a chain. And so they do say that we all have a mother and father, like star mother and father, and a star family from that. And then that energy trickles down and trickles through. And so, yes, I think that we may have one original, and this is just my own stuff, right? This is not, and this isn't even necessarily, I don't think they're really channeling this through me right now. I think this is just me kind of speaking to that and what resonates for me. So I think that we have many different star families that we are connected to, but we do have an original star family as well, where our energy is most at home. But play with it, find out, ask to be connected to them. See if you get taken to different places. If you get connected with your star family, ask if they're the only one. Ask if there's other ones. Find out. There are so many different perceptions of truth. Who really knows, right? I can give you one answer. Even if I channel that answer, wherever that's coming from, they have their own opinion and sort of idea and conception of that. And so it's really just playing away with what feels right for you, what resonates with you. Ask your star family directly, right? All right, you guys, I love you. I appreciate you. And yes, I love the lightning bolt. That was the visualization that really came through for me and resonated with me. But, if you guys redo the meditation or anything like that, play around with what works for you. Just really go and enjoy these energies today. It can be just as simple as asking. Exactly. It can be just as simple as asking, right? So go play with these energies, marinate in these energies, invite these energies, be receptive to them, and just enjoy this beautiful day and everything that it has to offer, you guys. I love you. I appreciate you so very, very much. And I will be doing more lives in the future. I really enjoy doing these with you guys. So those will be coming up as well, peppered in with everything else. And I will talk to each and every one of you very soon. Right. Bye.